team. I'm going to share with you over just a couple of minutes. I'm creating some additional functionality in the system, so to show you how it's database driven, so when you are working with me you have a better understanding. I'm going to switch myself off here. Hasta la vista. I'm going to now switch on. So we're on this screen, and you'll see here I'm on the database. I'm at the moment adding date edit. The data type, as you can see, it has various data types. Timestamp. When you guys edit, when we edit, it adds a current timestamp, so I don't have to worry about it. Date modified. But this one I wanted to update the current timestamp when we modify it automatically. So the database does that automatically. So it's keeping track of which feature, a note, photos are applicable. That I'll share with you later. Okay, so far these are the tables that we have: CT client, client notes, client status, and so on and so on. I'm going to create a new table. Come on. Create a new table. Property features. I'm going to assign it an ID. This is very important for reasons that if you guys need to know, let me know, and I'll explain it to you in more detail. Otherwise, it's pointless. Okay, I'm going to create a primary key. Great, we've got that. So here we want the feature ID. I'm going to pick up for which feature we're defining a property. Okay, it's defined correctly. Then we're going to add, actually let's insert property ID, for which property is this feature for. Okay, this one up there. Okay, this is there's a property type here. Property type means it's a house, it's an apartment, it's a shop, ou it's a field. É um apartamento, é uma casa, é um terreno, ou é uma loja. Okay, property type, these I know it's a different type. Char, it's char 20. Don't worry about these technicalities, but these are how data is stored. It has to be stored differently for one value and for another. Feature value, how much is it worth, this new feature. So we're going to make that decimal. We give it 2 decimals. We may not know, so we can allow it to be saved, and there's no feature value. Feature size. This we're going to make, we give it like that for now. We may not know the size. The building name, if it's, for example, an apartment, let's change it to varchar 255, and we may not, if it's a house, it doesn't need a building name. Additional detail. I'm going to make this text, and you'll see later what that one does. Who added it? Added by. The data type is integer. Type 11. There's reasons why that is, but again I'll explain it to you. It's a bit technical. Date added, and that's a timestamp. Let's make sure current timestamp. Date modified. Right, and we save that. So what I'm trying to show you is how the systems are built is firstly on the database. It doesn't mean it's not going to appear on your screens, because it won't. You won't know what to do with it. I now need to synchronize. This is so far this is the things that are in the project so far, and I've started adding something called properties. So we're going to have properties, and properties are of type. They are the house, an apartment, a field, or a shop. I need to synchronize with the database to pick up these new tables that I've been sharing with you. These ones here, features, featured notes, and so on and so on. So let's wait, it's synchronizing the database. Be patient, it takes a minute. I have to do these a couple of times a day. and here they are. And now I need to add them to the project that I want to now create screens that we can go in these tables and place content. But that I won't go into detail. For each of them I have to do things like property nodes. Nodes are always descending, date modified, descending, meaning the sorting. Just one example. Transaction notes has already been done. Feature notes, I haven't finished formatting it, it won't have it, the sorting has to be correct as it retrieves the data from the database. Here's a SQL query, for example, for that one. Here I'm going to define which ones, what we can do. We can edit, we can update, we want PDF view and so on and so on. Here, what you can and can't modify. For example, on adding, you can't add a value for date modified because you're just adding it for the first time. The same with inline edit, you'll understand later what it means. Here I select what's shown on each of the screens. Here there's lots of things that I'm controlling. So far it's 3 languages, English, French and Portuguese. But there's lots of things that I can do from here. Here it's the security, the encryption to log into the system. Here it's a style sheet. All these things that you see on the screens, it comes from a style sheet that I've configured. It's not very pretty. Now that I've added all these new tables, the system thinks, oh well, he wants to see them all. I don't. So we're going to delete that one. That's a type. So we're going to save it in types, delete that, property features, save it in types, notes, we can't open it from here. On the welcome page, the same thing happens, we delete it. Right, so the menus are sorted out, I'm going to click on OK, so they're going to readjust at the top here. Here I'm adding code, physical conditions that are in the background. For example, this is colors. It retrieves a value from a column, and if we can design rules like these. If the value is these, then show it in green. If it's that, show it in orange, and so on and so on. Colors are very important. You guys are going to grow to love it. Here I'm configuring how I'm connecting to the database. Now I'm building the project. Be patient. I also have to be it's doing a build, because the work that I'm doing is actually live work that I'm recording just to share with you guys and girls. Okay, it's the processing files, means it's compiling the application, and it's almost done. Now again, this doesn't mean that it's on the server. At this point it's just on my computer. Now I've got a connection to my server on the cloud. I'm on it. I'm going to make sure I'm on the latest project. It is the latest project. I know the output is saved here. I now FTP the files over to the server, and here they are starting. You're going to see them here on the bottom left. And that's it. When this is over, I then go to the website, I do a refresh and see what's if everything is working correctly. Now, all these screens that I'm adding, please don't use them yet, okay? Thanks for watching. This is going to take a while. I'm going to stop it. Thank you, team. Bye.